Okay, so I just barely got all the vertices selected for this left leg. I'm going to switch out of selection mode, go back to paint mode, and I want to put that on the left hip, all of it, and scroll down to flood. Oh wait, I gotta switch back to my, I am in paint mode. Oh yeah, but I'm in wireframe mode. So let me go back to shaded mode by pressing 5 on my keyboard, and you can see that because I clicked flood, it flooded all that. Okay. So now we're pretty much officially blocked in. Let's go back and just get this head on here separately. I'm going to select a little bit more than the head, just because it was easier to do the selecting. Then I'm going to shrink that selection by shift and comma, so I can get just this transition to the head here. Okay, and then I lost some of this up front, so I'm going to hold down Control and Shift and add that back in. Okay, go back to paint mode, and let's grab the head joint, head base, scroll down, flood. Okay, now switch to my regular old selection tool, and I'm going to select this mesh. I'm going to go ahead and mirror the weights. Okay, I know I'm not even close to done, but I'm going to go ahead and mirror the weights for now. And then the only thing we're really going to work on refining today is the wing. So we go to, with the mesh selected, I hold down go to my skinning menu, skin menu, edit smooth skin, mirror skin weights, option box. Probably want to do across the YZ plane. Let's go rotate to the front and make sure. Okay, so I got Y and Z stacked on top of each other. That means that is the plane that I want. And I want to do it from the positive to the negative side. The positive side of X to the negative side of X. So the positive side is the side that sticks out here. So the X on this little axis cursor down here shows me that X is positive this direction, and be negative out to this side. So that's correct. And then I like to make sure normalize is selected. Closest point on surface. Sometimes you have an asymmetrical mesh, not symmetrical, and so closest point on surface is always, I think that's default anyway. But you could use that, or you could use raycast, which basically shoots a ray across this plane. And yeah, maybe that's getting too much. If you want to know about that, ask me. And then anyway, I set these two options. So I'll click mirror. Okay, so now if I press Y, go back into my paint mode, and I go, let's say, to the right wing. That should have mirrored. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like I added the weight information to the wrong shoulder joint. Okay, so I've got a discrepancy in my hierarchy here. On my left side, I've got a collar left joint and have a shoulder left annum, elbow left annum, wrist left annum, and on my right side, I have a shoulder right joint, shoulder right annum. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but we did this intentionally. So let's go through into my hypergraph hierarchy and inspect. And here's my shoulder, left side, collar, shoulder left joint, shoulder left anum. Okay, so they're there. For some reason, they're just not included in the skin cluster. So that's, again, that's probably going to have to be the same workaround as I did earlier with the base joint. So, shouldn't be too bad, but we need to get them in there. So we'll go to left side, and we'll grab the joints that didn't make it in for some reason. So we go to this shoulder joint, elbow, wrist, okay, so basically I didn't grab any of the joints. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this right side if we have to. So you know what we'll do? I'm just going to select all of these for both the left and the right side, and we'll add them this way. Okay, go into selection mode. There's the mesh. Okay, so I go to skin, edit smooth skin, add influence, and I've already got my options set, so I'm just click add. And now hopefully they're listed in there. Press Y on my keyboard. Yeah, so now they're all listed in there. And you can tell which ones are new because it locked them. Okay, so that's good. Now, let's go through and start refining the weighting information on the wing. First thing we want to do is work on this transition to the body here. So we need to lock every joint in the body. So I selected all of them, then I clicked on one of the locks and it locked them all. Okay, I need to unlock the base so I can work on this transition between the shoulder and the base joint. I'm going to collapse most of these. Okay, and there's a collar, shoulder. Now, we have two different sets of joints in the arm or in the wing. So we need to decide which set of joints do we really need the skinning information to be on. Because we don't really need to use both of them, even though I just added them both to the skin cluster. So if I move this shoulder left joint, this shoulder left anum is also going to move. Okay? So do I really need the shoulder left joint to have any skinning information? The answer to that is no, we don't. Because it's controlling a bone that does have skinning information, that would have identical skin information. Okay, so I'm going to smooth this transition between the body and this shoulder left anum joint. And in reality, this shoulder left joint probably is never going to have any skinning information on it. So meaning there won't be any white color over here for it. It has no influence on the mesh. Okay, so with those two joints unlocked, the base joint and the shoulder joint, I'm going to go to my smooth option. I'm not going to be terribly picky about this, but I'm going to smooth out this transition between the wing and the body. So I'm going to increase my brush size first of all by pressing B